Okay, so I am currently in Atlanta at the DeKalb Avenue location for Fox Brothers Barbecue. A couple of guys from out of Texas thought, hey, we should do a little barbecue, Texas style, for the folks in the GA, and they brought their beef with them, and I'm so glad. Oh my goodness. I promise you, not since South Carolina. Over 20 years ago, back when I was a resident, I had a beef rib. Everywhere you go in Georgia, nothing but pork. This is swine country, I promise you, because nobody wants to make a beef rib or order it or whatever. I don't know what the deal is, but I think these beef ribs were bigger than I ever remembered beef ribs being. Yeah, not since I was a kid. So I tried to come a week ago. However, the online rental that I got, I won't even say the name of the people because I was so disgusted with them. I should say the name, but anyway. I booked ahead, but when I called on the day of, prior to the time I was supposed to get in, like, yeah, we don't have anything for you. I'm like, are you serious? And I went ahead and they're like, yeah, sorry, we can't help you. I'm like, why wouldn't they tell me this on the interweb? We don't have cars available. Well, anyway, so I called earlier this week, like Tuesday, Wednesday, somewhere in there, and I spoke to someone. They never sent me my email confirmation. I was livid. So I called again Thursday to make sure that I had my rental for Friday, and I told them everything. And so I get the car, and I had it booked for the morning, so I get here, around about the time that they open up at 11. And, things just kept coming up and kept pushing me back a little. And I'm like, look, y'all leave me alone. I need to get out of here. I have a date with some ribs, and I can't let nothing else stop me. But by the time I got here, all the ribs were gone. Like, I had just gotten here as they cut off. Like, yep, sorry, we have no more ribs. I'm like, oh no. But I couldn't waste my trip. And when I first heard about this through Barbecue Confessional, and I have to say thank you so much to the powers that be, because, all right, if I weren't a Dave Grohl fan, I never would have known about this, because there was a post by Barbecue Confessional about Dave Grohl's barbecue hobby, and I'm like, I didn't know he did that. So I checked that out, and I saw just pork ribs. Like, everywhere I go, it just seems to be only pork ribs. And I'm like, what, no beef? Because he's in another state. And I belly ached about that. And so Barbecue Confessional was like, well, hey, you should check out our friends Fox Brothers Barbecue in Atlanta. I'm like, okay. So that's why I wanted to come up here last week, because I found out about it Monday before this past Monday, right? 2 weeks ago, Monday of 2 weeks ago. And I was just determined I needed to be up here. So this week, I'm so glad everything went mostly according to plan. Because the first go round, I did try some of their other delicacies, I had the brisket. I had two slices of bit, and you get your options. You can get it fatty, or you can get it lean. I asked for lean. You can get it sliced, or you can get it pulled. I was like, oh snap! I got mine sliced. That brisket was melting your mouth. My mouth is watering now. I'm full from eating those beef ribs, but my mouth is watering just thinking about the brisket. And I tried their chicken wings, which I saw on their website as well, and I'm like, dang, this looks really good. I gotta have some. Or actually, I saw it on their IG. But it's so, oh my gosh, I haven't been to a cookout, a barbecue in forever. This was so not a waste of my time. I'm so glad I came. I tried their banana pudding for dessert, and it tasted like something that I made the very first time I tried a banana pudding. It was so good. I got 3 this go round. Yeah, I got 4 total banana puddings today because I had one for an appetizer, and then I got 3 more after I ate, not so I could take it home for myself. And I'm gonna share this with one other person because some of those ribs, or I actually got two rib bones, like I said, this is bigger beef than I've ever recalled, because beef ribs back in the day, whew, they were big, but they were not this big. This must be the bull, not the cow. This must be the bull. It was good though. It was good. I can't lie. You know, fall off the bone, very, very tender, melt in your mouth. I enjoyed this, and the staff was really great. You wouldn't believe how fast that food comes out. I sat down, it wasn't 5-10 minutes, and they were walking out with all of my food. So since I'm getting ready to go home now, Lord have mercy, yeah, I'm getting ready to go home, I just want to say I really needed this pick-me-up, because the last month or two, or last couple of weeks, have been pretty crazy for me, and I just needed something to lift my spirits. And by Jove, this did it. I mean, I haven't had this much joy, and hopefully it won't be short-lived, but I really needed this little pick-me-up. And so onwards and upwards, I'm gonna move forward from here with whatever God's got in the plans for me. But I'm so glad that I came here to Fox Brothers Barbecue in Atlanta for some beef ribs, some beef brisket, and some chicken wings, among other things. And you should check them out too.